You are watching the NCAA Baseball Championship presented by Capital One. Welcome back to David Couch Ballpark. This is it, the regional final, the first of maybe two. It features the #1 team in America, the ACC champion Wake Forest Demon Deacons, who have won twice, and it faces the underdogs who have made the spirited run to the regional final. That's the George Mason Patriots. Florida State, Georgia Tech coming your way on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon. We're glad that you're stopping by to spend some time with us. He is Xavier Scruggs, the former Cardinal and Marlin. Kevin Fitzgerald with you. This has been a compelling series these last couple of days. It's featured a whole bunch of offense. Matter of fact, 44 hits combined over the first two games. And X, for two teams that are NCAA tournament caliber teams that are trying to get hot, this is a big series finale today.
Yeah.
Late night at David Couch Ballpark with the coach, Bobby Miranda, Kevin Fitzgerald with you. So we were supposed to go at 6 Eastern. Some weather came through. 4 hours and 45 minutes later, here we go, Bobby. We're going to have a 10:45 first pitch. 3-2 again. Swing and a pop-up into center. High fly for Hawk. Trimble ready to tag. Hawk underneath it. Here's the throw. It bounces to third. Got him! Double play! Danny Corona went yard on the first pitch he saw back in the second. Oh, he's done it again! Goodbye!
From his dad.
Yeah, they've been pretty good at identifying talent over the years. Johnson mashes this one. It's carving out to deep right field. Back at the wall. Off the top of the fence and gone. The freshman from Nokomis, Florida. Waits, swings, bounces it through the middle, of base hit. This will bring 2 runs home. Wake Forest just keeps coming at you. It's a rampage. 9-1. He struck him out. Wake Forest strands the bases loaded. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. Seth Keener, electric. Yesterday. He swings and hacks that one out to left center. Tommy Hawk on the run. Got it! Now look, I know you're a Dallas guy. I think College Station has got some good barbecue. Mm-hmm. I mean, where are we going? We going Cooper's? Ooh. Are we going 1775? Like, what's the best barbecue joint in College Station?
Just everything. Anything Cooper's. And I dip it in their barbecue sauce. Oh, I'm getting hungry just talking about it.
So, yeah, you're working. Listen, speaking of an NIL, I would get over there.
Oh yeah, I need to talk
post game here. You might have a deal on the table.
Definitely.
A 1-2-3 top of the first inning for Rhett Lauder, and now his counterpart takes the mound for Maryland, a team that won 42 games and won the Big Ten regular season and tournament crowns. That's the very dependable veteran right-hander in Nick Dean from Bensalem, Pennsylvania, starting his 43rd career game. He has always been there for Rob Vaughn.
Nick Dean, very experienced. Maryland's #1. Been in postseason play before. 90-92, touch 93, fastball. Elite changeup. When he's on, that changeup is moving, dancing, locating, outstanding. Curveball's his third pitch. Throws a slider that's got a little cut action, so it's going to be small, gets to the end of the bat, but he works down in the strike zone, occasional ride, but down in the strike zone is the absolute key. If you see him executing down, good things will happen for Nick Dean.
He started that game a year ago in last season's College Park Regional when Maryland knocked Wake Forest out. The Demon Deacons have not forgotten that outcome 1 year later. This is their batting order as drawn out by Tom Walter. Nick Kurtz, always a dangerous 3-hitter. The all-conference lefty waiting in the 3-hole. Behind him, Brock Wilkin. Top of the order is Tommy Hawk, Luke Costello, and then the aforementioned Kurtz. For a top 30 offense that Wake Forest has been all year. Hawk hitting .353 this season. The all-conference tone setter at the top of the order. We thought we'd get this one. We finally have it today. The signature matchup of this regional so far. That is the 1 and 2 seeds in this Winston-Salem regional.
And you can feel the importance of this game, the energy, the crowd really knows it.
Hawk protects with 2 strikes. This is a top 25 battle. It is. If you look at the latest AP top 25 poll, I should say, Maryland's the 19th ranked team in the country. Of course, Wake has been #1 in the nation the last 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
The record-setting Deacs have won 48 now. A new program record.
And the importance of this game is magnified because this game's probably not going to get completed until like 2 o'clock in the morning. You got to turn around the next day and play the early game.
Scheduled start time for the first one tomorrow, 12 noon. Dean gets Hawk to foul tip it into the mid. So Nick Dean has matched Brett Lauder. At least one batter through in this first inning. Lucas Costello is coming up.
Great pitch away with that movement we talked about. Rides it or sinks it. That was more sink and run away from a left-handed hitter.
Costello hit .313 this year. This is his best offensive season as a Demon Deacon, and he wears the breaking pitch on the jersey number on the back there. So 1-out base runner.
Interesting, you let him off with a breaking ball because his breaking ball is his 3rd or 4th best pitch. Changeup is his pitch that he likes to throw and starts to command. Very effective for him.
The Deke fans that have returned after a 4-hour and 45-minute delay bow down to the Lancaster, Pennsylvania native. He's just a sophomore. He's hit safely in 13 straight. He has been one of the purest hitters in the ACC. Big body, a lot of power, good defensive first baseman on that left side of the plate. And you know my comp.
Keith Hernandez with power.
With some power. That's dangerous.
Plus defender, can really hit to all fields, and the ball will leave the yard.
He's got 23 homers. Takes a strike in the outside corner, so the count evens. He's hitting close to 500 during that 13-game hit streak. 7 homers as well. Yesterday in the win against George Mason. Double, drove in a run.
Nice pitch, nice take, good baseball right there.
Dean coming with the 2-1. That one slammed foul down the line. And so Wake Forest started the year, I mentioned they win 48 games. They started the year #6 in the preseason national poll. So the expectations were high, both inside the program and out. And all they did is move up from there, which is hard to do. Ultimately reaching the #1 spot in the nation. They were #2 for a long time behind LSU. But they just left nothing in doubt. They won all 10 of their ACC series. They went 16-4 this year against teams in this tournament field. So against a challenging schedule, they got it done. Outside corner, just away. Schliger wanted the call, the catcher, and so the count goes full to Kurtz.
Professional take right there. Great pitch. Trying to entice him to hit a ground ball is short.
A lot of other hitters might have chased. And so Dean has got a payoff with Costello at first. So the at-bat continues.
Everything's been away. Trying to have him hit the ball the other way. The approach is away. Got a great 2-strike approach. Talked to him a couple days ago in the pitching lab. He does go into a different mode with 2 strikes for sure. Spreads out, comes up on the knob a little bit. Doesn't try to do too much.
Payoff again. And Kurtz fights it off, so we'll do it again. So I just think back a couple of pitches ago. He takes that one just off the outer edge, and all that sets up is forcing your adversary on the mound, Dean, to work a little harder and throw some more pitches. And so now this is the 9th of the at-bat. The senior from outside of Philadelphia coming home. That's in tight. So he's hit a batter and he's walked a batter.
A well-earned walk right there. He has over 50 walks on this season. He'll take his walk and still hit with power. It's an elite approach.
The on-base streak is now 33 in a row. It's eye-popping. Speaking of that, Brock Wilken has gone yard 27 times this year. The ACC home run leader. It's a very dangerous, destructive maybe, middle of the order for the Demon Deacons. Wilken takes that for a
say they call themselves the Bash Brothers. I'm saying more lightning and thunder like Will Clark and Rafael Palmeiro back in the 80s. Two pretty good ones right there.
You got 50 home runs combined. Highest for any duo in the nation. And so Dean certainly has the work cut out for him today, although he is no stranger to these big moments. He has been the reliable ace for several years. Now 43 career starts. He's got a 4.21 career ERA. Falls behind in the count, 2 balls and a strike.
That's that little cutter slider. He's trying to get him to roll over something on the outer half. Brock, his approach usually when he's right, he's hitting the ball off the scoreboard to right center. So he's looking for something out over the plate.
Fouls that one down the right field line. So the count evens with a couple of runners on for Wake Forest in the first inning.
Same thing in talking to Brock in the lab that day with Nick. He goes into 2-strike mode here also. So this is a lost art in the game of baseball. Both these guys have so many home runs, yet they have great 2-strike approaches.
Very mature hitters. He's got a wide gap open right side of the infield. Swings, bounces that one. Oh, he beats the shift into left center. Costello rounds third. He scores. 1-0 Wake Forest in the first inning. And after a nearly 5-hour delay, there is a bit of juice now immediately coursing through that third base dugout.
Perfectly placed through the shift.
Wilken with the celebration of the emotions immediately. So he pulls that one through the left side with 3 fielders on the left side of second. This is Justin Johnson. He's the transfer from Lafayette. Wake Forest maybe didn't know what they were getting from Johnson when he transfers in. Hadn't hit 300 in 4 years at Lafayette. And look at the average, 333 this year, plus the 15 home runs. A breakout season for the transfer. Rocks that one out to the gap in left center. It touches down. Some first inning damage. 1 run is in, and Wilken gets the stop sign at third. It's an RBI double for Johnson in the first.
That's the X factor. That's our sleeper right there. You think you can exhale, and all of a sudden, here comes Johnson. 2 home runs yesterday, big double today. Great swing on a breaking ball out over the plate. Drives it into the gap. That's how you're supposed to hit a breaking ball.
The Demon Deacons could not have asked for a better start. Still with just 1 out. And now the bat is passed to Pierce Bennett, number 6 man in the order, the junior from Baltimore, with 2 on. He swings, he loops that one. It falls into right, a base hit. Wilken comes home. A wide turn for Johnson around third. Head first slide. 4-0.